holidays have bypassed and it's too late to really make up anything, that's when you guys come back around.
That's not true. You still have to pay for the time missed.
No, you don't. And you know that.
No, not bugging.
Like, we niggas.
You're going to have to pay regardless.
You're going to have to pay for the time missed. You might as well stay through Christmas.
Might as well bought
Year's.
gifts while y'all were broken up. So you could just give it to her when y'all make up.
But then
That's
the thing
smart.
is like, y'all don't think that you guys aren't that forward thinking.
This is the guys next door.
Who is y'all?
This is the guys next door.
Men aren't that forward
them.
thinking. So the likelihood is that like,
I got gifts in my closet right now. About 5 of them. And
Ready to go?
And I have no girlfriend.
Ready to go.
Did you just break up with someone?
Nope.
Okay, that's different.
How's it different? You said we're not that forward thinking.
No, I'm talking about
forward thinking.
This is specifically concerning men who break up with their partners.
But when I break up, I don't get back with them. I don't.
He is the only one. He is the only person on the podcast that says he
I don't
doesn't
go
spin the
back.
block.
I mean, I don't believe in spinning the block. So,
all right. Happy Monday. 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 Welcome back. Welcome back. Now I have. This gonna be the last time I say this. Going into the new year, I don't want to say it no more because I want to be nicer. I want to be better.
You gonna be on time? Going into the new year?
You got to ask HMD about that.
No. You told me 3 o'clock.
And then HMD told me.
Okay, so why wouldn't you then pass the information to me and say,
So if
yo,
I look at this group chat, I'm not going to see. I'm not.
You said,
oh, look who walked in.
After I left my house, first of all, I said, yo, at 2 o'clock. You say, yo, make sure you on time. I got a surprise for you. That's 3 o'clock. I leave my house at 2:50. No, I don't see the surprise. At 2:50, I leave my crib and say I'll be there at 3:12. You then hit me while I'm in the Uber, like, as long as you're there before 3:40.
Nah, finish the statement. What did I finish the statement? What did I say?
That was it.
That's not what I.
Then you told me you was at Home Depot.
Look at what I said. I said.
Yeah, you told me that at 4 o'clock.
No, I did not. I said at 3:45 or whenever that was. I said as long as you're there by
3:40.
I said as long as you're there by 3:40,
and then I hit
we
you. What
good.
time? Then what time
Blank is moving shit from
then
downstairs
what time?
back
What time
upstairs.
did I hit you? Say, yo, you're an hour late.
Nah, I still wasn't late because they wasn't done.
How did I know it was 4 o'clock?
I literally texted you.
You said as long as you're there by 3:40.
And you said copy starving, so that was an acknowledgement, no?
No, that's horrible.
That's not a. So
That's
copy
horrible.
is no longer. An
You should say, yo, they pushed the time back so you don't have to rush. Cause this nigga be doing this shit every time, bro. I don't even live here.
So that's.
And I be here an hour. Son, he got here at 4:30. Told me to be here at 3.
And then I said what? After I told you.
Nah, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my man's over here.
Sean, ask him.
Yo,
look, Sean, ask him.
Shit is. It's not crazy that y'all beat him here at his show.
And I was running late. I thought I was running late. I told him I was.
Well, you was already supposed to be here at a different time.
Yo, bro, I left my house in a rush because he said, "Be on time. I got a surprise." He walked in at 4:30.
No.
He walked in at 4:30.
Once again, what Ryan likes to do is just skip over the part that does not benefit his story.
Son, you got here at 4:30. It didn't matter.
What did that have to do?
It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter if you told me 4. You got here at 4:30.
And they still wasn't done.
But they didn't call me. I wasn't communicating with them. I was communicating with you.
Right. And
so
I
you should have been like, yo, boy.
I said there's a time delay. I let you know that.
What time did you find out about this time delay?
Right when I texted you.
So be on time. I got a surprise at 3 o'clock.
And then we spoke after that. And I was like, oh, that's fine. As long as you're here by this time.
And what time did you get here?
Nigga, I already knew. You was already en route. I'm driving.
So why don't you at Home Depot, bro?
Yes, because now I had time to do other errands.
This nigga is like nobody else has a life.
If I hit you and say, as long as
if y'all don't know, Mouse can please be on time starting 2022.
No, fuck that
please.
Shit.
That's it. That's all I ask, bro.
I will always fail that one. I will fail
I'm
that
gonna just
one.
start coming late as hell. And they gotta understand how I feel sometimes, right?
You gonna be late?
OD late.
You never be late?
Like that? An hour and a half? Without communication, no.
Have you ever been late?
Without communication, no.
Well, I wasn't late without communication.
Yes, you were.
A text message is a form of communication, no?
Texting the right thing is a form of communication.
Acknowledge.
Nobody in here is on your side.
I don't need nobody to be on my side.
Because you're wrong.
No. as long as there's proof right here, there's evidence that says I texted you and let you know that there was a time delay.
Time delayed is not. You supposed to say what the time delay is.
I didn't know how. They were supposed to be done before.
Shit is crazy, man. That's what I gotta go through on a daily.
Nothing to say with this.
Continue your banter.
No, I don't want to say no more. You bring the show in.
Continue your shit.
No, you got it. You bring the show.
I mean, I have been doing it
ahead,
pretty
so do
well.
it.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for coming and joining us. Guys next door, I'm on this couch sitting next to this late-ass motherfucker Mouse. I appreciate y'all for listening to us every week for the past 2 years. It might be the last year because he is bugging out. He's coming just like his counterpart, Mac. But I'm still here on time on this great Monday morning.
Who was late though?
Mouse and Mac's not here, so
Were you late? So when you got here, it was time to record. Like we were.
Yo, bro.
I just asked the question. When you got here,
this is what you don't.
Nobody
This is what you
was.
fail to understand. I don't care about everybody else. I care about you, my man.
I care about you.
I care about your
But when
your
you got
well-being.
here, was you able to start recording?
No,
Why?
because you wasn't here.
Okay, that was the only reason.
No,
What else was the other reason?
because Mac wasn't here.
What was the other reason?
I don't know what the fuck they.
Yo,
was
this
doing.
guy's so. Yo, who you G&D or HMD?
I'm about to say something else. But hey, continue.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Y'all love hearing us bicker, so there you go. That y'all got y'all bickering. Make sure y'all continue to subscribe to the YouTube Guys Next Door on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to us right here on Apple or wherever else you listen to podcasts, Guys Next Door Podcast. Make sure you follow the Twitter, Guys Next Door Pod, Instagram, Guys Next Door Pod. Am I forgetting anything? The Patreon, patreon.com/Guys Next Door Pod. All of the bonus episodes are up, so there's that. There'll be more coming. And as promised, we said we acknowledged that we didn't know what the hell we was talking about a few weeks back. Why are you shaking your head? You wasn't even here. You listened to the episode? You know, we sounded dumb. Oh, thank you. What's your name? Hi, Jay. Jay is here, and she listened to the show, and as we talked about, as I started discussing how dumb we sounded on a prior episode, she shook her head ferociously. So clearly, we sounded really, really dumb. A few weeks ago, we had... Is it weeks or months?
It was about a month and a half ago.
A month and a half ago, we were joined by a good friend of ours, Spank Horton of the Plastic Cup Boys, and we discussed love bombing. And we didn't know what the fuck we was talking about.
we still don't.
Still don't.
Apparently.
Rel, you could, I guess, put in a part of the show where we sounded really dumb, and then just come right back to us. But yeah, we
ain't got to do that.
We didn't sound.
Let's go listen.
We didn't sound smart at all. And we realized after the fact how dumb we sounded. Because y'all let us know exactly how dumb we sounded. So we are not the type of people that like to stand strong in our wrongness, especially when, matters of safety.
You stand firm in your wrongness, for sure.
Clearly you stopped me in between talking because I said not when it pertains to the safety of black women specifically. And to hear that love bombing is a tactic used in abuse, I said, oh man, we got to get to the bottom of this. And I hit one of the smartest women I know to help us through this conversation. Uchechi.
What's going on?
My castmate on the Grapevine. Very smart woman. Multiple podcaster. Multiple discusser of important things. A writer. Things of that nature. Uchechi, talk to the people. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Uchechi Chinyere. I'm a writer, a podcaster, PR strategist. That's about it. I am a panelist on the Grapevine. That's how I met Mouse in 2016, where I washed him.
You didn't wash me.
I did.
That's not what happened.
I did.
All right.
And it's been love ever since.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, just, I don't look at the Grapevine as a conversation, as like a battle. I like to come there to learn.
You did. I mean, you did. You came there with one idea and definitely have evolved in the years that I've known you. So,
Thank you very much. Just wanted to put that out there. So if you washed me, thanks. Yeah, I guess I was dirty. So thanks.
No, you weren't dirty. You were just, a nigga.
Well, Uchechi, you have listened to the episode.
I have.
you have opinions. So before what did you think listening to?
Can we review that episode again? It was just a long time ago.
So go ahead, Tracy.
So basically, you saw a tweet that talked about love bombing, and you wanted. I think it was Shay who was on the show at the time.
Yes, and
she tried to give y'all a definition and kind of start off with that it's a farce, which is absolutely correct. And then, but you guys kind of jumped in and were like, you jumped in with she gave her definition and you came in with the Wikipedia definition. And
was this more of Mouse?
No, it was both of you. It was very much all three of y'all. And
I just wanted to know.
From that moment, it became more of a conversation that geared more so towards a lack of consistency as opposed to what love bombing actually is. So you talked very much surfaced about not giving the material things to a person or not being able to maintain a particular type of lifestyle for a person. You guys went into it just wasn't
we made our own definition.
You definitely made your own
something
definition
that we've done in our lives, which was not love bombing at all.
So one thing I found interesting was I think Mouse had asked if Shay thought that any of you guys were capable of love bombing. And she said that none of you are capable of love bombing. And I would have to disagree. Because love bombing is not something that many people are aware that they do, particularly in this society that kind of raises men to kind of hone in on narcissism. So it's really difficult for men to look at some of their behaviors as negative when it comes to dating. And they just think that they got caught up in the moment, which is essentially what it is. But rather than recognizing that being swept up in the moment is harmful, they kind of push it to the side and just not consider the harm that was done to the person that they did that thing to. So we are all capable of love bombing, but men in particular are more so capable because the dating world and the partnership world actually skews towards the benefit of men. That's just how patriarchy works. So men are definitely more likely to love bomb, and it takes, I think, really meaningful work and effort to enter a relationship and consider all those things.
So now that I know the Wikipedia definition, because you're not the only person that told me the Wikipedia definition was off, and in that moment, it just saying that without any type of practicality would cause anybody to believe what me, Ryan, and Spank thought we were talking about. So can you please give us what kind of a practical definition of love bombing and how it shows itself in the dating aspect space? So
the Wikipedia definition wasn't wrong.
Okay.
The problem is that it gave a very objective view of love bombing. And love bombing, the way that we are recognizing it, is not objective. It's actually very negative. Love bombing came out in the 70s, and it was specifically a very positive.
The term love
bombing came out in the 1970s, and it was by the Unitarian Church, and basically it was just a way to kind of show Christianity to other people, to love people, to shower them with love bombing, smile with your face. It was then adopted by cult leaders, and cult leaders utilized it against their cult members. So they would shower their cult members with love in order to get them, and then they would pull away and withdraw. And it was the way where their cult members would seek their attention, seek what they, seek their approval, seek their love. And it became cyclical to the point where they were willing to do anything and everything in order to obtain the approval of this cult leader. It's essentially how people like Jim Jones were able to convince people to...
Like Cameron and Joel. No, I'm just playing. It was very serious. I had to break it up. I'm sorry. Sorry, it was right there.
The other one.
The
other Jim Jones.
The white Jim Jones.
Our fans will listen to...
I'm sorry. I did not mean to make a joke. I take it back. I take it back.
But I
take it back. That's why we got in trouble last time. I take it back.
You gotta chill out. Let the queen speak.
So they So it essentially is what caused, like, and Jim Jones, they did force people to drink the cyanide Kool-Aid, but there were people who were willingly to do it, and gaslighting and love bombing was a huge part of the mechanisms that he utilized. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about love bombing. Love bombing is this cyclical behavior of idealization, devaluing, and then finally discarding somebody. It's a cyclical behavior pattern tend to use by narcissists, but it's not just narcissists that utilize it. And I will always argue that our society actually encourages narcissism in men, which is why men are so much more likely to kind of utilize those tactics, because dating is a game of manipulation as opposed to meeting.
You're saying men think that dating is a game of manipulation, or you're saying dating is a game? Dating in our current situation within the patriarchal
society is a game of manipulation that benefits men.
What do you think about that statement, Ryan?
I'm still getting it through my head. She's saying a lot of words at one time. I'm still trying to put myself in a situation where I have done that.
You think you've done it?
I don't think I have, but like she said, it might be something that I didn't think was that, and it was. So I'm really trying to like grasp this whole new definition, well, the real definition of what it is, and trying to put myself in it just so I can see, like, have I done? That's why I might just need an example.
So, okay, love bombing.
We're children. We need.
We say it without. We need validation.
So let's see.
Validation and example.
I need to know. Ryan
validation
woke up one day. I met a young lady. Now walk me down.
So you met a young lady.
Very good setup.
You are really into her.
Damn, sound like me.
But there may be, on your end, there may be a little bit of insecurities, ego. I'm not saying this is true. This is scenario.
We just walking down the street.
Walking me.
And so to ensure that she is invested in you, you shower her with like really strong emotional words and gifts and promises. And I want to kind of make it clear that there's a difference between the honeymoon stage, which we all go through. We all go through the honeymoon stage where we are more invested in this person. We're excited to see them. We're excited to meet them. We're excited to get involved with them. What love bombing does is take that a step further, because your main goal is some type of control or some type of assurance that this person is absolutely invested within you.
Inherently, that's a bad thing.
If you have to, when we date, you have to be okay that the person, no matter what your efforts are, they may not be that invested in you. You might get to a point. Scary. It is scary. It sucks. It's shitty. But let's say you meet somebody in the first month, right?
My most hated episode. I don't like this episode at all. Going out there on the left side, this is the episode I hate the most.
She's not even walking you down the street right now. She's walking me.
Well, if she's walking you, she's walking me. Same day, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You both are Aries, right?
Born same day.
Okay, I'm an Aries rising, so like what saves me is that I'm a Gemini. So
I was born at 10:55 p.m. if you care.
And I was born 10:56 a.m.
I just found that out yesterday.
So
I
I'll
saw
do
birth certificate.
I was about to say that's crazy because we never knew the time. I'm 10:56 a.m.
10:55 p.m.
Yo, that's crazy. That's why we could argue like
so
this
like
and still
exactly
be brothers.
12 hours between y'all.
12 hours and
12 hours and 1 minute.
I'm
you gonna research it?
I'm gonna do your charts later.
Don't do my chart. Don't do my chart.
I'm not that invested.
The only person that could do my chart is the nurses.
Let me know. I would love to know.
But
all right, so I'm walking down the street. I met a young lady.
You met a young
into her.
Now, before you finish the track, now you had a visceral reaction to the statement.
Because what she was saying was wanting to make. Basically, what she was telling me in my mind is I made some woman feel very knowingly that I really care for her and I want her
through the gifts and the liking and the promises.
Yeah, but there was more to it. So I mean, that was.
So here's what I want you to. So here's what I want you to do in this moment. There is the honeymoon stage, which is you're at a fork in the road. There's a honeymoon stage, and
so this is like we're in a relationship.
So this is not in a relationship.
Okay,
this is when you first meet them.
Okay.
And then what I'm saying about like being okay with meeting somebody and things not going the way, when you date someone, the first 2 months or the first 3 to 6 months are essentially getting to know them. So if things don't work out, that's not abnormal. it is not abnormal to be put in effort and it doesn't quite work out the way that
I think it's normal for it not to work out.
Not at our big age. I feel like in our 20s,
you put in effort, but then the thing is like the chemistry may not really be there. It may have been a one-day thing.
I feel like it's more normal for it not to work out.
It's
in our 20s, in our young. And
like,
mind you,
I feel like in life, I feel like all the way through, because you've tried to talk to way more women than you've actually.
But the effort isn't there for every single one of them.
That's what I'm saying. So to put an effort into, and like I said, we all know through me, Mac and Ryan, I've had the least relationship experience. Like I just been in longer relationships. I have the least.
I've been
in 3 relationships my whole life.
Me too.
Oh well,
I have no kids, and I was never married.
So Mac was right, but you've had like girlfriends or like dated.
Yeah, but so have you.
Long term.
Yeah.
Not me. I haven't dated anybody that hasn't been my girlfriend.
Bro, you was a no. Okay,
you get what I'm saying? My first girlfriend, I ended up marrying.
Okay.
Then I was in a relationship. That's 3.
That's 3.
That's poor. You're not an experienced dater.
So basically,
I'm not an experienced dater. I don't think I'm an experienced dater.
What I'm saying is, at this point in life, in our big age, 32 plus, getting with somebody in those first 3 months is very crucial. It's either make or break. I'm not about to put, because if I put in 3 months, I don't get that.
Yeah, in my mind, I know if I want to be with you or not in 3 months.
Yeah.
But how are you sure that you know that in 3 months?
We're
how
Aries.
Are you sure in 6 to 12 months?
I wear my a lot of shit on my sleeve, so I'm gonna tell you what I like, what I don't like, what I want to learn from you, how I want to learn, and in those 3 months, if I'm not really learning anything, or you're not really accepting what I want to teach, or certain things, there's certain ways that I'd be like, yo, I can't really.
That's what I'm saying. Like within those 3 months, that moment you'll realize, like, there's some things about this person that I don't.
Grow up, sir.
That was your ringtone? Yo. Yeah. Can't wait till you get on this pod. Yeah. That was his
asking somebody if they have a ringtone is nuts.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not going to ask
that
the
was
question.
Your ringtone? Or you was on TikTok?
Oh,
okay. That was his ringtone.
That song would be crazy. It's how your ringtone. But yeah, all right, so 3 months. In my mind, I feel like I can.
3 months is all I need.
So you at least to enter a relationship with them, you don't see forever.
Yes. I'm not entering 3 months with you.
There's been a couple situations that I've been in where, till this day, I know that if it don't feel like that, then I know it can't ever be that serious. So you get what I'm saying? There's certain things.
What was that face, Chetch?
So,
I mean, that's me.
It's me too. So talk to us.
you may have love bombed.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Because one of the big red flags is that the person, and the thing is, this is what I'm saying about it. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are aware of it. That doesn't excuse it, but you're not necessarily aware of it. It's being caught up in the moment of the concept of forever, or thinking that you'll be forever with this person. There's a likelihood, and it's like just the reasoning and the rationale behind it. Like there's a likelihood that, like, you know, this may not. And it's not to say that you can't work towards forever. There's a difference between working towards forever and assuming like this is it. This is my soulmate. And the latter is what is usually a huge part of love bombing, and kind of sharing that with that person and saying like we're perfect for each other. We're soulmates with each other.
Communicating that is bad.
It's not good to tell somebody when you first meet them that we're soulmates, it's alarming.
Bitch, we soulmates.
Why?
I don't
because your mate met my soulmate. Bitch, you don't.
I've never said that to somebody like, yo, like initially me like, yo, you're my soulmate. But
how long it took you to
listen. But
nah, I'm dead. How long it took you to say? I'm asking.
I'm thinking while I talk.
Oh, okay.
I gotta think, you know. But what I will say is I've lost a lot of like women that I thought could be something, based off the fact that I've said a lot too much. Not those words.
I don't mind that though. If me communicate, because what the fuck y'all always tell us? Oh,
you don't communicate, and that's why I put that first. I want you to
tell us specifically we don't communicate.
I want to tell you exactly how I feel, but a lot of times when I say it, like they'll go ghost, like they'll just dip, and in my mind, which I know is partially very true, they know that the next time we see each other, we are going to have sex, and they do not. The conversations be that deep so fast that it's like, yo, look. I feel great about this conversation with you and I'm talking about from her perspective and from my perspective, that when we see each other, this chemistry is just, and a lot of times that they go ghost. I don't hear from them no more.
So after the sex, they go ghost?
No. It doesn't it don't even get to that. Cause it's like, yo, look, I know when I see you, the conversation got a little too crazy too fast. Like we went far, and I know when I see you is we've talked about, we've done it.
Okay.
We've mentally done it. No, I can't shake your hand on that because there's some joints that I really was like, dang, I like her.
I know, I've been through it too.
And then to like second guess myself, then sometimes I don't want to be that open.
And then we end up in these, and we literally be speaking about shit specific to us, and then it resonates with the other. I've been through that, and we've spoken on this podcast about our communication style, because me and Ryan are both gonna speak a lot up front and let you know what we like, what we don't like, what we deal with, what we won't do. We're gonna do that, all of that shit up front.
Okay.
And then we're not gonna say it no more, because why the fuck are we repeating ourselves?
I told you.
And then that turns into we don't communicate, but we did communicate.
I told you everything, and
I told you everything.
You just didn't want to listen that early.
But
that's tough. That's
tough.
I never heard it verbalized. That's tough.
So
help us, Uchechi.
So the thing is like I can tell you.
I gotta go see the lady.
There's a lot of things.
The lady.
I gotta see another two.
Uchechi, you the lady?
What?
The lady. You know when they be like, I'm gonna go see the lady.
I just want to caveat right here. I am not a dating specialist. I am not a psychiatrist.
That's what I said.
I'm not a psychotherapist.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta go see the lady
because it's not. I'm not the lady.
You want to get Tosin back? He might help us.
Nah, I think I might need a woman.
Oh, okay.
I also
we do that for Patreon. I sit with Tosin. You sit with.
I'll sit with whoever, but I really nah. We could do that on Patreon, but I need my own lady. I need to. Me and her
might get dark.
Yeah. They can't pay enough for them.
Nigga Tosin out here. He's been trying to fucking therapist me through the DM. I'm like,
no, we're not doing that.
Out of here, bro.
We're not doing this. I gotta see.
If I'm gonna do a therapy episode,
I want to be on a couch like this, and I want to lay back with the feet up, and I want to just hear the voice, and we just go.
All right. Go ahead, Uchechi, help us.
I think that it's an unrealistic expectation to tell somebody something all at once in the first and expect them to remember it. Human brains don't work like that.
Sure.
So you are going to have to repeat yourself. You are, and there's a difference between reminding somebody of something and then having to repeat it because they're willingly ignoring it. And I think for a lot of us, we think that the latter, depending on who you are,
right? We
think that people are willingly ignoring us, or we are so used to people not caring for us that we think that they are just not reminded, that we have to remind them.
Uchechi, that's the door right there. Get out. I'm not doing this with you. Get the fuck out now. Get out.
Church.
That was what? Did you fucked up? That was nuts.
This put me in a weird place.
All right, go back to love bombing, nigga. Go ahead, finish explaining that shit, because you gotta hurry up and get the fuck out of here. There's something about to break loose.
Well, okay, so for love bombing, the first thing it starts is with idealization, but basically trying to get the person to believe that they think that you're the best person in the world, you're perfect, you're amazing. To tell somebody that they're perfect, you don't think that anyone is perfect. You don't even think yourself is perfect.
That's not true.
For some of us.
But I think she perfect.
Yeah.
But human beings aren't perfect.
Fuck that.
What if it's
perfect for me exists?
Exactly. What if it's perfect for you?
But that's different than a perfect human being.
Nah, but that's what I mean when I say if I was to say
about the human race. Sir, you're not on this episode yet. Thanks.
Thank you. So compatibility is chemistry.
And you're perfectly compatible for me.
You're perfect for me.
What the fuck are y'all telling me right now?
You somebody.
I found somebody that's perfect, and nobody's telling me
we're
different.
Gonna have to after this. We're gonna have to discuss
somebody can't be perfect for you.
Perfect for you is compatibility.
No, what we gotta discuss?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, yo, you're a perfect soul. Like, no,
you're a perfect human being.
Okay,
perfect body weight, mass. Bitch,
no.
I don't care.
And
you're perfect for me.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
What's the difference?
I'm not saying that the person, you can't say to the person, oh, you're perfect. You're perfect for me.
That's what the fuck we're saying.
But then you can't, there are people who are out there saying like, you are perfect. Like you're the epitome of perfection.
This is why I don't love bomb. See, that ain't me. I don't do that.
I love bomb. I'm pretty sure we love bomb. Now that she's saying it, now the first episode, I was like, we ain't did this.
I didn't do that. I didn't do what she said. So, I'm not gonna be like, you are.
So then it's like
this way, you're telling me there's some weird nigga walking around like, you're perfect.
But then are
we saying that he is saying the same thing we're saying? Here's
the thing. He may be saying it in ways that he is masking it in words that are similar to yours. So like, you're
perfect. Back in it.
Yeah. So like,
let us out.
You're perfect to me. You're the most perfect woman I've ever dated. Oh, no. You're the most amazing person I've ever dated.
This is all truth.
You're, there's no one that's comparable to you. Things like that. That's almost.
What are you showing us, Jay? Just come in. Bring it here, Jay. Let me see it.
It's a fucking red flag.
Oh,
thank you.
I thought it was a cover to a book.
Because the thing is, a lot of times when you hear those things, depending on who you are, if you're someone who is just like,
get me tight.
Perfection is a little too early to say that. And the thing is like, as we get to know each other, we'll realize that there's quirks about us that we actually don't like. You're going to see it as a red flag.
So you don't want me to communicate the good things I see?
No.
You want me to wait? You want me to wait 6 to 7 months down the line where I don't fucking like your ass, but I love you?
No.
This don't fucking make sense now.
No. You're choosing to, because you're getting emotionally attached to certain.
Now you calling me emotional. I'm out.
No, I say you're getting emotionally attached to certain words. I'm not calling you emotional. Being emotional is fine, but you have to like kind of like start to like separate yourself from certain actions. And it's perfectly fine to compliment the person that you're getting involved with or anything like that. The problem is when you compliment to the point where the person may feel uncomfortable. The person may.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, it's like but they can't communicate it because if they communicate it, they're afraid they may make you feel bad.
That's on us.
Huh?
That's on us. So that sounds like a.
So if they communicate,
sounds like a communication problem on their end, no?
So let's say you're telling this woman, "Oh, you're perfect for me. You're amazing for me," and then she says, and she laughs, or she says, "Okay, like that's enough," and you react.
Keep going. Oh, okay.
She's gonna think that I can never respond. She's gonna be afraid, or they're gonna be afraid that if I respond or say, "Can you like pull back a little bit?" You're going to negatively respond based on that reaction that you made.
No, we're just gonna leave. I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna do. He's going to say, "Word."
I'm out. I'm really gonna do that. But let me. So based on that, right there, stay where you at mentally. Everybody stay where they at. But let me bring this scenario in. We've all seen this on social media. No one ever gets to the bottom of this. Let's try it here. In that same vein that you just mentioned, if a man proposes to a woman and she says no and he leaves, did he love bomb her?
Hold on, say it again.
If you propose to your girl, I've been dating, you see her, this is the woman you want to marry. You get on one knees, you bend to Jordan, all of that. You propose, big ring, 2.5 carats, princess cut, just the way she want. Will you marry me? She says no. No matter how she says it. Not right now. So my work. Whatever she says no. You break up with her. Did Ryan love bomb her, or did the man love bomb that woman? Because he broke up with her after
she said
no to a proposal.
I think in that context, no. But then,
what's the difference than what you just?
The deeper part is, why did he propose without? Why wasn't this a conversation? Who does like?
What do you mean? Hey, babe, what are you doing? You know that.
I'm thinking about getting married.
I'm thinking about getting married to you.
What you think about it?
If I propose to you, what would you
that's
say?
really proposing right there.
Why would no? It's not. Why would you have Why wouldn't you have a conversation about like? You should have a knowledge of your partner's like.
Uchechi, you was married.
Why would you say that?
This man.
No, take that.
No,
off.
you weren't married.
Why would you say
okay,
that? Okay,
Rob, put a timestamp there. Okay. Oof. Damn, I can't even ask the question now.
You can ask around it, but
okay,
please don't talk about.
Has a man ever had a conversation about Rob? You put that timestamp. Okay, and it started right here. Uchechi, let me ask you this: has a man ever discussed proposing to you?
Yes.
And you didn't find that like
No, because because we can talk about like what does marriage look like to you, or what does long-term partnership look like to you, or how many kids do you want?
That's different from having a conversation. I'm about to propose to you.
But then,
we can have that same conversation. That man probably had those conversations with that woman, and is like, oh my God, don't hear her go saying it again. She's perfect for me. I want to marry her. He then proposed. So you're telling me there needs to be like a pre-proposal to the proposal?
No, I'm
going to propose to you in like the next 6 months?
By that time, no, that's not what I'm saying. By that time, you should have had conversations about like actually living lives together and planning lives together.
What if she's love bombing at that time? She says no.
Can women love bomb?
Yes, absolutely.
Women can love bomb.
Okay, just ask them. Ask them.
Everybody can love bomb.
I don't want it to lose where we're going. I just want to get
I kind of feel like on the opposite spectrum, like if she says no to a proposal, and we've talked about marriage before and kids, and it's like, yo,
she expects you to stay in this relationship.
Does she express that like she's ready to? Does she express that she has like a time frame around it? Do you guys have an agreement upon the time frame?
I mean, let's just say yes, we do.
And she says no. No.
She love bombing because she got me to that point of no return. I'm like, I'm here. You broke me down. You picked me up, and now you let.
She rode the dick and then told you not to come.
It would be love bombing if she says no, and then a couple of weeks later she reaches out to you. So let's try again, or something like that. That may constitute as love bombing.
Okay, but in
that
what?
May?
Because
that is. Come on now.
She's gonna ride. She's gonna ride.
You know why? Because it's not. I don't know what the circumstances.
No.
Come on now.
We just said it. You just said we had the conversation about in the next whatever. The time, everything was right. Kid, everything good. I said, I want to marry you. She told me no, and then 3 weeks later she hit me. Leo, let's try this again. That's not love bombing.
Because was a proposal in somewhere that. Is this a prior proposal that she would have liked?
Saying like, did you take into account all the things she liked?
Did you do this in public where she's been very adamant about never?
I did it exactly where the hell she wanted it to be.
Okay, then in that regard, if she was to say no and then try to contact you and try to start this cycle again of like. Or if she said no and then tell you like, why would I marry you? I would never marry you. I don't want to marry you. And then contact you 3 weeks later. But I love you so much. I want to be with you. I don't know what happened that day. Let's try again. That would be love bombing.
Now back to the man. Now if this woman wants to still be in a relationship, because I'm just talking about based on what you said prior and comparing it to this situation I've always seen on social media. Women are saying you should still be in the relationship.
I'm out.
Men are saying we're out. That's love bombing. I'm asking.
I don't think you should. I mean, and maybe I don't have the right answer for this because I don't think you should stay in that relationship.
That's the right answer.
If you don't want to,
we want to move forward this way.
If you want to get married, but then I also think there's bigger problems if you have a proposal and the person says no. I don't think you should stay married. I think that there's bigger issues, and you could either work them out and figure out what it is, or you can end it because you know you're not going to be able to work that out. The unfortunate part is that many times men use proposals as a Band-Aid. So that may be a big problem.
You're pissing me
Niggas can't be happy these days. Niggas can't just be like, yo, baby, I really love you. Let's get married. I gotta be hiding something.
Let's be realistic. I want us when I have these conversations, and I think this is what happened the last time that y'all had this conversations. Many times y'all look at dating and partnership as an even playing field, and it's not. So the reality is that many men do utilize.
Wish death upon.
That was good. That was good. I appreciate it.
A number of men.
I was gonna do it again. I had another one in me. We was going to the verse. Pause.
There is a reason why.
It's crazy.
There is a reason why so many psychologists, so many like therapists indicate that men are the ones who tend to love bomb more. And it is because we are in a system that actually encourages that behavior for men. It's not to say that it is impossible for the other side to happen, but that's why. So when we have that situation, and also we can talk about the dynamics of dating and how women are essentially groomed to be partners to men, but men are not groomed to be partners to women. We can talk about how we live in a world like that.
You seen that? Shook the room. Whoa. This Uchechi said, I listened to the podcast. I came to fuck y'all up. Okay. All right.
I'm really just trying to get out of this conversation. Like, what the hell I be doing wrong?
Everything clearly.
Clearly. I can't even be like, yo, I really like you.
But that's the thing. I think that you're looking at this as like, you can say I really like you. If you are dealing with somebody that you are, there's one thing to be honest about your feelings and your emotions. It's another thing to utilize them as a tactic of control. And that's what love bombing
What if you don't
is.
know it's being used as a tactic as control? Like, let me finish. So let me say and I feel like, walk with me for a minute. I feel like this is typically what happens with me and Ryan in our relationships. We're doing these things, but not our intention is not to control.
Okay.
If I'm on par with my brother, I don't think we have the ability to control.
I don't think I can.
The women that we love.
Absolutely.
Like, sure, if we're like just dealing with women, I think we're suave enough to be like, that bitch gonna do whatever I say. But the women that we give our true hearts to, I think we give up a lot of control. So let's say we are dating and we're doing all these things and we do get that control, but that's not what we were looking for. Mm-hmm. Is that still love bombing?
Yeah.
Yo, you just can't.
So here's the thing.
Let me tell you now, bitch.
My feelings.
Bitch, I don't fuck with you like that. Just be here.
No.
So what do you want me to say? Like,
No.
So walk me down another street. Me and you, Ryan. Yeah, meet another girl.
You can avoid.
What should I say?
You can be who you are, and
I can't.
Yes, you can.
You just told me I'm bombing every time I step down the street.
And even though we're laughing and joking, I do think
I'm serious.
We're both dead serious.
I'm
We're not understanding because we share so many similarities in this
When
instance.
there's somebody I really like, all that other shit is out the window.
So
Everything.
This is what I'm trying to say, and I think that, and I said this on the Grapevine had an episode on dating tactics and like Kevin Samuels and the whole what do you bring to the table? And I said that one of the issues of society, and that was a part of that conversation too.
That was the one we was on.
Oh Lord.
It was called.
No. It was this was an all women's panel. You were actually on the dating one. Thank God I was in Nigeria at the time because that looked rough.
You could have helped us.
No, I actually couldn't.
That lady bugged out on us.
I remember watching it from.
You seen it? That lady. Did that lady bug out on us or nah?
She bugged to the point that everybody in the room was like,
I remember watching it in Nigeria in the village. Like, I'm like, is this the
for a Nigerian woman to say she watched it in Nigeria, where they go hard on niggas in the village.
I was like, is
a Nigerian woman said, "Oh my days, this is crazy."
You know the
silence that was happening. I'm like, is this the connection? Is the internet working?
The crazy thing about it was, I'm really trying to get all of this. Like, I'm trying to visually go back to how the conversation was going, and all I really remember was somebody was just bugging.
She just started firing off. It got to her, and they were like, Ashley said, "So what do you think?" And she said, "These niggas fuck them. First off, fuck that bitch and that clique you claim."
She was bugging. I'm like this, but I wanted to just look at the room and see if I was the only one that's like, oh, she's bugging. But everybody's face was like,
it was you know what?
Pray for her.
It was a lie.
She hate bombed us.
Yeah, so she's a love bomber.
She's definitely a love bomber
for sure.
That bitch is a love bomber.
Well,
a love Bronx bomber.
Or she got
26 championships.
Or I'll say this. You might agree with me on this.
Manny Rivera.
She's been in the situation of being love bombed to the point where now it's just like.
Well, her job is she's a dating coach.
What the hell is that,
she's
man?
She's extremely.
That's what got me
coach
tight.
of the Monsters.
But that's what got me tight because. What is a dating coach?
Miles, please.
You're not like a therapist.
So you're not a therapist.
You telling somebody ideas you think will go well. So work dating coaches.
And she's single.
No. Dating coaches. Wait, what?
She's single.
That's what she said.
That doesn't have anything to do with it.
How you telling me about my dating life?
I'm not
how
taking
you a dating coach and you ain't got that ring?
I'm not taking advice from
just for me. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's
maybe not the ring, but you got to at least have a successful relationship.
I mean, it's the same thing with like many times people look. The reality is that many times people look at who you are. When it comes to stuff like that, it's very personal, like dating and trainers and stuff like that. Like a trainer, their body is their best selling point. A dating coach, their relationships would be their best
Imagine
selling point.
Bruce saying
so it's like this. I get what you're saying. It's like in the NBA, you got some trainers that aren't in shape, but
They
read them books. They went to school. They know about all the you know, the stretching and all the case. They don't gotta be. That's what you're trying to say. She is, but she ain't go to school.
No, she did study, and she's successful.
Well, she studied.
Hold on.
No, you can be successful all you want.
She's incredibly successful with her clients. Her clients do get. She has great strategies.
She lost herself. How many people was in that room that day?
It was like 12 of us.
I don't recall, but it was like
whoever was in there. She lost all of them as clients forever. She can never gain us as. But clients.
she has thousands of clients. She has been very successful with them. She has watched in particular Black women be harmed by Black men, and they come to her asking for help because Black women many times are like, what have I done wrong that I can't seem to get a partner?
I think
can't seem to.
She's definitely part of the reason why they going to the white side.
She's fun.
Yeah, she switches.
She's reverse Harriet Tubman.
She's like that.
We're not going to discuss that.
I'm just saying.
Yo, that's crazy. She's reverse Harriet Tubman. She's Tubman Harriet.
She's really telling them like, yo, that king is not your king.
She's Harriet Hubman.
Is he a king?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That king.
Is he a king or he's a tyrant?
No, we're a king. Fuck wrong with you? Heart of a slave, blood of a king. Fuck wrong with you? Heart of a king, blood. What the fuck is the whatever? It's
all right. Whatever he said. So those words. All right, we can go back to me now. Forget her.
Because I'm like, this is a deep hole.
Nah, fuck it. We've been here for months.
This is a deep hole.
We was in the whole episode 1. Episode 150 something now. We've been there.
Basically, I just want for love bomb. When it comes to love bombing, it starts with idealization. The person is placing you on a pedestal essentially to drop you down. Damn. To kick the pedestal out from underneath you.
And I'll be real with you, I don't think I've ever built somebody up to kick it down. If anything, I would say is, I really don't give you too much energy, and then when it's almost over, I might hop in like, dang, I should have showed you my feelings earlier. And I don't think that's love bombing.
No, that's not.
I think that's just me acknowledging like, damn, you actually like this person, and you was not playing hard to get, but you had this whole wall up, like, you know? And I feel like I've done that, but like I said, I've also been in a situation where I'm like, yo, I wouldn't even tell you that. But in my mind, I'm like, I can really see myself with this person. And it's early, but I won't tell you. And then they'll just disappear.
That's
I'm like, God damn.
I remember when I was, when I first heard of love bombing, one of the things I was concerned about was, I was like, I know so many men talk about how when they met their wives or met their lifelong partners, they were like, I knew immediately. And it was just like, how do you differentiate that from love bombing and men who don't intentionally mean to love bomb, but they get caught up in the moment? And then I thought about the fact that sometimes people love bomb and they do stay in the relationship and they realize what they're doing and they realize like, oh, this is not how things are supposed to go.
It's like they know the game, they know how it works, and it's like, I'm just
not gonna lie to you, I miss the 90s. I know I was a kid, but you used to hear things like whirlwind romance. Now it's love bombing.
Well, world.
Say it with us.
World.
I be fucking them Nigerians sometimes. Them W's be fucking.
She said, world.
That's a lot. English is like my third language.
She had to look. She said she had to shit on us just now. See how she shitted on us just now? English is like my third language.
She just love bombed us.
Cool.
Yeah, fuck you.
All right, I'm sorry. I take that one back too, y'all. I'm sorry. I take that one back.
No, it's
But yes, like back in the day, it would be called a whirlwind romance, a fling, a passionate love tryst. Now it is called just kicking it.
We can't kick it no more.
Can't kick it no more. That is.
I mean,
just kicking it is no more.
Just quick kicking it is equivalent to situationship. So that's
love bombing too, no?
Depends. It depends.
I don't know what the fuck.
I've been love bombed.
I'm so scared.
I
want y'all to understand, right?
I don't know. I just wanted to say it first.
So. Yeah. Bitch can't catch me slipping.
The thing is that like you can't assign. This is the thing with psychology, right? And there's this like phenom that happens when you take Psych 101 and whenever you take Psych 101, the professor will tell you all these different types of like mental illnesses and different situations, and you'll begin to apply it to yourself because you see yourself in it, and you're like, I've been through this too, and am I schizophrenic? Am I bipolar? Am I am I dealing with? Am I a narcissist? And that's like essentially like the self. I forgot the name of it, but basically
it's like the WebMD.
Yeah, exactly.
version,
It's basically
yeah.
like going to WebMD and then thinking, "Oh, I'm about to die in 5 minutes."
Like, bitch, my arm hurt. Oh, I got COVID. I'm done.
Because by the time you're done with WebMD, you have 3 different types of lymphoma. You have like you have you're experiencing early onset Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
You are like, there's so many different things that you're going through, when in reality you just have a cold. Or so like that's why it's really important to not diagnose yourself, and which is why it's important to not have armchair diagnosis. So the only thing I could say,
your mind is crazy.
Huh?
Your brain is very powerful.
Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
like you said before,
Now,
your
I
mind
was
is crazy.
yours too, but it was a general statement. You really took that to the heart. You took that.
He love bombed you.
I don't care because I
No, but it was a general statement. But I saw how her response to me was like, "Well, thank you." And I was
Yeah.
like, "You
See,
that
now
too.
in a relationship, he can't do that.
You can't do that.
He can't do that in a relationship. He can't tell you your mind is beautiful. Why?
Yes, he
because
can.
now I made you feel like you're the smartest bitch in the world.
I am the smartest bitch in the
No,
world.
can't be, because I told you that in love, and now that means you really dumb.
But she's acknowledging that she is.
But I know.
Well, when we tell these women they perfect,
I want her to acknowledge that she perfect too.
But then no, because here's the thing. Many times when we tell people certain compliments,
I met the perfect one.
we
Y'all ain't
tell
gonna change my
them.
mind.
Yes, we know. When we
I think I have too. I know I have.
when we tell people certain compliments, the expectation isn't. Many times the expectation isn't not for them to be like, I know. The expectation for them to be coy and to blush and to like, kind of like, no, I'm not. Like, to kind of have a reaction.
Don't say that, because I'm gonna second guess myself. But like, you perfect. No, I'm not. Damn, you might not be. Shut the fuck up.
Damn, well,
Now,
answer that question.
now I'm saying,
I'm thinking about when am I going to see this shit that I don't want to see.
right? Because now I'm looking
Like,
at
you're not
side,
perfect. All right, so let me see this not perfect person.
So what happens when y'all?
That's really fucking
So what
good.
happens?
I didn't like how you changed the whole scene.
She about to fuck us up.
Oh, dear. I didn't like that.
because the thing is, like, I feel like there's like you guys have
We want to be loved.
that's fair. You should absolutely be loved.
We wanna
I just
love
want little
somebody
Ryans
properly.
running around.
And you
That's
want to
it.
love somebody properly, and you should. I think that's absolutely like.
I think for so long it's been embedded in our DNA, me and him, that we're not supposed to do that, or we haven't seen it being done properly. Or
I was
in
raised
the
by
way-
wolves.
like, and in the like,
I don't want to.
The only successful relationship I ever seen growing up was my mom and my dad, and I was like,
I've
there's
seen
absolutely no
a couple on TV.
Yeah, like there's no way I can do that. Like, my dad's not my biological dad. I'm not dating. I don't even date women with kids. Like, this can never happen. Like, so to like now be at the age we're at now and the maturity we're at now, it's like I want to be loved, and it's like I'm open to it, and I also want to do the shit properly. Like, we talk about this shit all the time on the show. Like, we also are not saying like, bitch, love us fucked up. Love us a little fucked up. We're not gonna change everything, but we'll change a lot of things. You feel what I'm saying? So now to hear like everything we doing, and I think maybe that's like the male reaction to like anytime we're shown a mirror. We're like, oh wait, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of pushback because nobody wants to believe that they are the problem or part of the problem.
I know I'm the problem.
Or
Sometimes I wake up like, it might not be a person for me. I really be in the bed like, God damn.
It's me.
I look over. Let's say there is someone next to me. I look like, I know you're not gonna be here long. Like I get it in my mind sometimes. Like you only like this.
Sometimes I look in the mirror and be like,
so what is
it's you again?
I want to ask this question to y'all. What is dating meaningfully? What would dating meaningfully look like to you?
Me or Ryan? Mm-hmm. Me or Ryan?
Either one.
You go first.
You go first.
No,
No, you
I
got
still gotta really think.
No, you've been in your pocket. You've been in your pod pocket. So go ahead.
Nah, I really gotta
Don't put
think.
this on me.
What dating means to me?
Like no, what would
dating meaningful?
What would a meaning?
Walk
What
me down the
would,
street again. Give me another example of meaningful dating.
so
Walk me down the street.
basically,
We need examples,
in a
yeah.
relationship, what does it look like to be able to? What would a space look like for you to be who you are
Tough.
and then have a successful relationship? And that's meaningful dating. So like not approaching the dating situation with how to keep somebody, but how do I successfully foster a relationship with this person?
I don't know. That's my answer.
And I think that's the question that we have to start dating with is how do we foster a relationship with this person? How do we build
I think the scariest thing to that is I do know, But clearly I don't know because everything you said that I would know is wrong.
It's wrong.
Like
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
gonna
I don't know.
continually. I'm gonna lead with my actions. I'm gonna lead with my feelings. I'm gonna do everything that essentially you just told me is wrong.
But I didn't know. I didn't say that was wrong.
Yeah, she did. But it's cool.
I'm gonna eat this.
But I know he has. I know he has problems, and I know I have problems.
But I didn't say these things are wrong. And this is why I said that there's a fork in the road. There is love bombing and there's a honeymoon stage. And the honeymoon stage and love bombing tends to be conflated, which is why a lot of people don't realize they're being love bombed until it's too late.
So you walked us down that. So reverse back and do like Jay-Z did. Drop at the fork in the road and go straight. No, I'm just playing. Go to the honeymoon.
So honeymoon
Take it to
stage is exactly like, I love being around you. I
love it.
I think you're amazing. I think it sounds a lot like almost identical.
Right.
And the difference
So
is
you don't pull the chair.
Huh?
You don't pull the chair.
You do like the things that like
No, he's saying you don't pull the chair from underneath.
Like love bombing.
yeah,
pull
you
the chair.
don't
You just don't-
okay, so that's exactly it. So like what
Well, if you
starts
don't
to happen
pull the chair, pardon me, if you don't pull the chair, or if, let's say the chair is not removed somehow, how is it a honeymoon phase?
So honeymoon stage
because that means it would have to end for it to now.
the
no
honeymoon
longer be
so the honeymoon
phase.
stage, the idea that it doesn't have to end, that's a myth.
I would love for it not to end.
But the thing is that but honeymoon, you have to decide to kind of keep that emotion, that fire going. What ends up happening is that a lot of
Gotta keep the
Get
spice
your
up.
applause because every person listening to this, to you say that just now, probably like reacted just now. So take a beat. They were like, "Yes, bitch." Yeah, they
well,
did it.
here's the thing: like when you're in the honeymoon stage, a lot of those things that you do in the beginning does begin to taper off. Like it's just almost. There are some things that you should keep up because consistency is key, definitely. But there are just certain things that are just going to like kind of taper off. But it's really important that you are aware of the fact that it may taper off, but you ensure to yourself and to the partner that, because the likelihood is that like after the honeymoon stage, you guys have created some type of relationship or long-term relationship. And what you want to do is that you make the decision to keep some form of passion going or some form. Love is a decision. It's not a feeling. And I think that what love bombing does is manipulate the fact that so many people believe that love is a feeling and not a daily decision.
Okay.
So like when you truly love somebody, it's not led simply by a feeling. It's led by the decision that every day you wake up and you decide, this is the person I'm going to love despite their flaws, despite their actions, despite things that we may have gone through. I am deciding to love this person again today, and tomorrow I want to make that the same decision.
Okay, here's why I'm confused. Genuinely confused. All jokes aside, if you laugh at anything I say in the next 5 minutes, that's on you. Here's where I'm confused. The day that person falters in the honeymoon phase, how is it any different from love bombing? Because now I did wake up and decide to love you. I did wake up, but I am a man. I'm a human being. I fell short somewhere. This ugly, very, very, very small line between love bombing and honeymoon phase. Where is that difference at, right? Like, what is it about love bombing that makes it so different from me just dropping the ball in the honeymoon phase?
Do you recognize that you dropped the ball and you may have to likely pick it up?
That's what makes it different.
All right, because
the acknowledgement,
because love bombing is I
yeah.
dropped the ball and I don't give a fuck. And what my purpose was, whether intentional or the unintentional or intentional, was that you are here to boost my ego. You are here to secure my feelings. You are here to make me feel more that you love me more than I love you. So
Narcissist.
it's a
security.
Insecurities are a big part of narcissism. Like it's
no, I didn't say insecure. I said security.
Oh,
okay, security.
So it is.
You know, y'all be secure in the bag. Sometimes you got to secure the love.
You know, I'm not opposed to that.
Women be fucking. Now everything I said, everything I just said for the last 3 seconds was bullshit. I was trying to bait her. You see what I'm saying now?
I walk her down the street sometimes.
You see what I'm saying? Now it has been proved. It has been told to women for at least the past 5 to 6 years. Mm-hmm. Make sure a nigga love you more than you love him. Make sure he like you before you like him. Happy wife.
That's not
happy
for the
life.
past. That's not for the.
Love bombing.
That's not for the past 5 to 6 years.
Well, we've been adults for how long we've been adults.
Couple months.
But there is a history. There's a history behind that, and that's why we have very short memories. We don't understand the reason that women say that is, and our grandmothers have taught us this, and our mothers have taught us this, and the reason that they teach us this is because if your man does not love you anymore, he can kick you out. The difference is that now we are in a society where women are able to take care of themselves. So that's not as harmful as it was in our grandmother's day or as in our mother's day. So they teach us this in order to ensure that your actual financial security is going to continue being your security. That's the reasoning behind it. And so we've carried it into...
But y'all save y'all money and spend ours.
That's not a part of this conversation. That has nothing to do with this conversation.
Well, not.
It was the random fact.
That is a completely different conversation.
But all right, and
it is. But
what you want to say it?
I don't know what you want me to say in response.
Yeah, because y'all fought for some rights. Y'all got some jobs. Y'all got a good 401k. Should be stacking, but it's always my pocket.
I still make 40 cents to the dollar of my counterpart. So
now you say happy wife. Now happy wife, happy life. Is that not?
We
love
don't got to
bombing?
go that far. You try to. Is
that thought process not love bombing? Happy wife, happy life.
Happy life. Isn't the whole purpose of that to ensure that your wife is happy?
What about the husband?
Because
there's no rhymes with us.
No, I forget. There's like a full. I forgot there's like, it's one of those things that like we don't get you know how like people say blood is thicker than water when the whole thing is actually the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Happy wife, happy life is one of those things. The thing is that like the happiness of the husband is what guarantees the happiness of the wife. So if you...
So where's the rhyme for us?
I don't know it.
There is none.
If
you
there's
don't
some extra dubbing, happy husband. No?
Sure.
Not everyone's going to hit.
Not everyone.
Let this podcast be a proof that not everyone's going to hit.
Not everyone. Not every joke for
Uchechi,
us.
it seems that... Well, one, I do think, even as abrupt and abrasive as it's been, I think we did learn. I think everybody in this room has learned something.
I've learned that I don't want to love bomb.
I mean, well, here's...
I've never tried to, and I want to be loved. That's what I
why
learned
you
today.
laughing?
Laughing because they laugh.
And this is why I can't talk to niggas about my feelings, bro. It's like niggas always laugh out loud, but at home they go home and they're like, "Damn, I want to be loved too," but they're afraid to express it. Me,
no way. Why
I
did y'all
speak
all
my
stick it like
truth.
that?
Cause niggas all want to be loved. They woke up. If you don't have a lady, I don't know I don't know what's going on in this corner, but they wake up and they be like, "Damn, I would love that."
I mean,
But it's hard to express. Some niggas ain't me. It ain't, you know.
I actually made a tweet, and I've said this in the past before, that everybody is caught up in romance culture. We like to pretend that it's mostly women, but men also, which is why unintentional love bombing happens, because men are also caught up in romance culture. So, and they are looking for the spark as well. They are looking for the Disney kickback as well. So like, or a foot kick as well. So like, you know, we are all looking for romance that is developed by a capitalistic system.
Niggas is scared to say that.
And I
don't
think
think niggas smart enough to say that.
They niggas just scared.
so. The thing is that many men, they look at like,
Wish
you know,
that for pump.
You know what?
It was right there. It was right there, and you knew better.
I forgot we've been through this, but I think that like you're right. Men are very afraid, in particular, to talk about like their emotions and their feelings. I think that would lessen unintentional love bombing if they were able to speak freely about
niggas
their
be laughing. They don't really be knowing. See what I'm saying?
Yo, what y'all can't do. I mean, the listeners already know. What you can't do is give Ryan an opportunity to be right.
You can't.
But I will say that, like, you know, I want people to kind of walk away with the fact that telling your emotions to someone is not love bombing. What love bombing does is really like at its worst, what it is like taking control of, it's like ensuring control of that person by idealizing them, then by devaluing them, and then finally after several cycles of those two, discarding them.
And stop right there, because I don't want us to start joking and laughing, and I want to end on that right there. Uchechi, please. Well, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you very much. I don't know how much we've climbed out of the hole, but I think we did do what I've always done since He-Man Woman Haters Club days. I've always wanted to be responsible with my voice and my platform. So in an instance where we literally were ignorant to, we thought we were talking about something that we weren't, and you know, we didn't want to offend anybody. That wasn't the intention. So for anyone that was offended, I want to at least, you can't apologize for it, but we can go the next step and at least bring someone who can bring actuality to the conversation.
I'm very happy about this conversation because in the last episode we talked about it. We were kind of claiming that we've done that.
Right.
And I haven't.
That's good. I think that's important. I think
you have something to say? I don't believe I have. Okay.
Well, and I think that's what you do for you move forward. Like, there's nothing that you can do whether you've done it in the past or not. But I think from this moment on, like when you enter into conversations or relationships, you act so in a meaningful manner, and it's like you kind of think about. One, I think you think about like, you know, what you want to feel in this relationship and what do you want your partner to feel. Two, this is a lot more difficult because we all think that we're in a bubble, but how has this patriarchalistic, white supremacist, oppressive system affect the way I look at love, I look at partnership, and how will that affect the way I interact with this person? And how can I ensure that I don't bring into our relationship? It's really hard to live in, like, you know, outside of the matrix, but how can I do that? What's the best way that I can do that? And I think that is, it doesn't always mean things will be successful, but at least you know that you are moving in a way that's not manipulation, but instead in meaning.
You're true to yourself, and you actually know.
I feel
what
bad.
I
feel terrible for whoever has to do. I don't know who does the captions for our clips.
It's a lot of big
Where
words.
she just said all them fucking words. I can spell them. I'm not sure if they can spell them.
I probably can't.
Because they be fucking up sometimes. So good luck to that. Good fucking. And she did them back to back to back. Hit
Not
the
me.
niggas with the.
There will be no words under this one.
Uchechi, please tell the people where they can find you, how they can support you, what you got going on. That's your camera right there.
I think you could kind of take that relationship job your homie had.
No. No, I have no interest. A lot of this is common sense. I have no interest in doing that.
Yeah, laugh now, niggas. Y'all ain't know that. Shit, a lot of sense not common, I see.
But that's the thing. Common sense is not common.
See
so
what I'm saying?
a lot of times I get very caught up and confused.
Yeah,
like,
niggas
what is
laughing
happening?
I'll tell you that.
So I feel like it's common sense, but alas, common sense is not common. So you can find me at Words by Uchechi on Twitter and on Instagram. I have a couple of things on Medium, Afropunk, and then just have a couple of things coming, always on the Grapevine, on YouTube, and other places that I won't say because unless you're paying me, it doesn't matter. So yeah, find
Always
me.
down to the chips.
Yes.
Always down to the moolah.
Pay black women, absolutely.
Yep, and that's on period, Pooh.
Nah,
Gave?
I mean,
No, are you scared to? I feel like promoting ourselves after this episode might be love bombing.
yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do
All right. We thank y'all for listening. We
Thanks.
appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
And you know, we will see y'all next week if you decide after this episode to return.
I think we did. We listened.
We listened.
We're growing,
We growing.
and
I might have grew. I don't know if
I think y'all be
okay.
okay. I think y'all have to be prepared for the ones who call me like, who I don't know. They always find me the niggas who be like, she fucking hates black men.
No, we already know
no.
Uchechi hate black men. That's old.
So
I didn't know the mic was still on. I didn't know the mic was still on.
It's still hot.
yo, I do not.
I don't feel that way. I just
I
feel
want
like
y'all to be better.
Of course,
I love
of
y'all
course.
so much.
Of course.
what I'm trying
down.
to be better.
Yes.
That's
I
it.
love black men down so much. I will not, but the love will not be to the detriment of me. I want y'all to do better. That's all.
Common
That's
sense,
all.
right?
That's
you
common sense.
you have so many like leave out on bars, like so many mic drop bars. The love will not be detriment to me. Bow, bitch. If you add bitch to it, you'll be out of here.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah, do that. You
One
can-
more time here with that at the
Yeah,
end.
the love
you
will
outta
not
here.
be detriment to me.
The love ain't gonna be detriment to me, bitch.
Ooh.
No, you gotta take.
Now
the
you
beat,
gotta-
bitch.
The love won't be detriment to me, bitch.
See y'all next week.
We'll see y'all next week. Thank you so.
Detrimental, yes. Whatever.
The writers in the room got on the writer.